Hello, Terry here, and we are back with a monster inside. So, yeah, I have to make a few notes. First, I actually already played the second chapter and finished it, but the recording was freezing and laggy, so I have to re-record it with a lower quality. Sorry about that. And second, I've been working on a paper and presentation for my class for a few days. So that's why, I'm kind of gone for a few days. But now I'm back and I'm ready to continue playing the game. So, yeah, enough talk. Let's just continue playing the game, shall we? Okay, so we start from here. Chapter 2. There's a heart that beat as one. We are going to meet another cosmic terror, but this time it's not so philosophically confusing like Fernway. In spite of the outcome, one question still lingers on my mind. How did I even get the chasm keyword in the first place? I remember darkness, an inky glass-like dripping blotch of nothing. And then I saw a red light, and we are awake. We return to the present. Look at that. That's real nice. Usually we only see the left corner, sorry, of the map. I kinda love the sound, by the way. Usually we see only the left corner of the map. Now we can see the right corner too. At the Melduvian River. And also I thought this was a road, and apparently it's a river? Okay. Fernway may have been delusional, but they were right about one thing. Only those that are lost can even enter the chasm to begin with. And Fernway may have called me for the dialogue, but someone called first, indeed. Perhaps the chasm called you. Someone who gave me the chasm keyword. Maybe they were right. The chasm did call me, yeah. And if that were true, that means you are lost. Very interesting, isn't it? Stop. I don't need to go on needless tangents right now, indeed. So what if I have doubts? Doesn't everyone? And what does it matter if the chasm called me? I doubt I'll ever see it again. We'll see about that. Some question can be answered. Now we're panning to the right. As you wear deep in thought, you turn your head towards the Bahuk Bay. Across the horizon, you notice a new fair climbs the sky. I don't think I've seen this one before. Yep, a new fair. I kinda actually don't understand what do they mean by fair. Is it the glowing red ball or that tower? I don't know. There are signs, voices, and noises relating to the fair surrounding you. Disembodied mouth and screeches from the void start whispering in the ears of passerbys. Oh, whispering. It's something to relax, something to ease your worries, feeling directionless, losing your heart, tired of feeling it all. Join the fun fair, where all your cares can go to waste. Yay! Signs up are free. We have free frisky juice and snacks. Advertisement. Advertisement. Advertisements for the fun fair. What kind of snacks do they have? Let's see. You pick up a cube of goo from the dock floor. Snacks include glummy livers, tart salgars, and classic homemade salt and nuts. Ooh, homemade salt and nuts. Oh, Kichi loves salt and nuts. If snacks are free, even you put a quotation mark. Then why do you trust it? This will turn into a bad situation. I might as well take the charity. You turn to whisper in one of the disembodied mouths. You guys were saying something about free snacks. Coming right away. Free snacks, free snacks, free snacks, free snacks. The mouth begins to eat itself and then spins outward from where it was. It orbits around an empty point in space while simultaneously rotating on an axis. Then it comes to a stop. Open the top of my head. Inside were the snakes listed on the cube of goo, yeah. Glummy livers, torch cigars, and salt and nuts. Please take the frisky. Oh, sorry. Please take the frisky juice too. You like. Congratulations. Whoa. Oh, sorry. Whoa. Your ceremony of commencement will begin shortly. Pardon? My ceremony of what? Yeah, that's what you get for grabbing those free items. Now that you have given in to the desires of delectable dining, we think you are ready. Ready? Ready for what? We've always been proud of you. You've been like a son to us. You're like a father to me. Okay, the game of catch you couldn't reach, so you fell down, and there was no one to catch your fall. A different mouth approaches you. But now, someone is here to catch the fall. We are here, Gabe, ready to catch your fall. First off, my name isn't Gabe. Secondly, I'm just going to take the snacks and go. No, don't you know? When you join the fun fair, don't you know what happens next? I haven't joined anything. You took the snacks. You're in. I'll return them. The first mouth interrupts the second one. Wait. We apologize. Perhaps you weren't ready. We are sorry we let you down, our sweet little child. At least will you attend orientation day? For what? The fun fair? Oh, the fun fair is a one-off event for Cormeo, who is all in one. Wait. The Cormeo? Oh, yes. Sorry, we should have led with that first. Cormeum is a collective hive mind, another great terror. Instead of terror or brute force, they have infected other worlds to conquer them. Offering free snacks at a quasi-carnival wouldn't be how I imagine running into one. So, orientation is what again? Well, we will introduce you to the philosophies of the Venakava and say why you should join us. Yeah, we're just gonna introduce you to our philosophies. With force. Sounds reasonable. That may be true, but if I don't join, they will certainly kill me. And if I don't agree to do the orientation, they'll kill me too. Just my lucky day. But maybe I can turn this into my favor. I was wondering, would it be possible to meet Cormeum? Oh no, you don't understand. Cormeum is all of us. Cormeum is one. Cormeum is all. Cormeum is me. And Cormeum is you. So right now I'm talking to Cormeum. Yes. I don't think any of you Vinakava Lakes are going to convince me. If I'm doing an orientation, I need to hear it from the core of the hive mind themselves. Interesting. Nobody cares to meet the ones who started it all. And if you meet Cormeyu, you will consider joining the Venakava, yes? Most definitely not. Most definitely not. But I need to get out of this conversation. What time works for you? Well, how about tomorrow? That also works. Good. And there they go. They drop to the floor and then dissolve. I think I can get out of this one. Maybe. I'm sorry. You did what now? Trust me, Kichi, this is going to be a good thing. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with the whole joining a collective hive mind thing. That's your choice. But meeting Cormeum? What possible reason could you have doing for that? Sorry, you have for doing that? After winning Fernway's favor, things should only go up from here. I'm not going to just have one grand victory. This could be the start of a succession of wins. This could be the start of your death. And for inside, why would Cormeum ever let you be their siphon? I don't know. Perhaps we can do some, we can do some kind of BS that we do it for when win. I don't know. They are they are a collective hive mind. They have better things to do. One mind or many. Everyone has their secrets, and everyone can be exploited with insight. Oh, I also got you some snacks. Salt and nuts? Oh, wait. Aren't you distracting me from the current issue at hand? I take the salt and nuts over the heart and start sizzling them. Kichi stops and starts rolling over its foremouth. Hard cigars, when smoked and dusted, can act as a good seasoning over gloomy livers. I start preparing the dish on top of the hearth and in the compressing chamber, whilst the food is being molded and heated. Ah, that's nice. Nice. I take out the frisky juice and make 2 glasses. In a small shot glass for Kichi. What? You want to give Kichi like a full glass? And a medium-sized one for me. The gloomy livers look a little underbaked, so I set it alight and re-squeeze its juices. So, what are you going to do? What I always do. I win their favor. I'm not talking about that. I mean, how are you going to win Cormeum's favor? Look, I think it's time to eat. I plate the seasoned gloomy livers and salt the nuts. They wibble and swim around. Don't sweat a thing, Kichi. Don't sweat. I got this, and I have some time to prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow is in a few lunar hours. I know. You have a location? Yeah. I know where I need to go. No worries. By the way, if you want help, the knock works at the Zilker. Thank you, Kichi. We ate the rest of our meal in silence. I turned off the noise machine to ease the room. But the only thing we heard that night were the noises from outer world and the cries from the blackened skies. With nothing better to do, I pick up the papers on the floor and start reading them. Headline: Oh no. One of the great Terrorose Fernway is missing. Experts still cannot decipher their location. With each dark hour, the probability that Fernway is dead grows. Yikes! Ooh, who did that, eh? Who could possibly did that? You have 1 point left to reassign to stats. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna. It will be a little bit of spoiler. I'm gonna invest in Charisma and Supreme, that's all I can say. So I'm gonna raise 1 Perception and done, and Presence I already raised Charisma, I'm gonna raise Supreme. I'm gonna invest in those 2, even though I don't really know, but I think those 2 are fitting for the thing that we are going to do. You learn the art of Spezzatura, the ability to appear to do something incredible effortlessly. More headlines were about Squeeze, the valor of the deceased, raising her undead army. Squeeze? Why? Your preparation time for dialogue is up. Now, the Silver Tongue will attempt to win the favor of the interlocutor. Cormeum, where one is all. Oh yeah, the Monster World anime gang. Look at that. Anime gang? Yeah, gang. Look at that. What is that? And that. And that. And also that. You know, it's kinda interesting. I would love to go here. I know that orientation will take place in the poetic. Sorry. Topoetic board. Why do I almost say bar? Because of the B The orb. The poetic orb above the Mu Rongosolas border. Oh, there they are. The mouth and voices from last time were there to greet me and ask me to don a new robe. And then they beckon me to float into the orb floating above Murongo. The poetic orb structure, like a mechanical puzzle, began to undo itself. When the entrance opened, the orb resembled a sphere with a slice taken out. I went inside. Oh, here we are. After navigating through multiple vessels in the canals, I finally arrived to the core. This core room is the abode of Core Meum, the mind of the hive mind, or the heart, you could say. Yep, or the heart of the Vanakava collective. And attached to the top of the ceiling, there is no other than the heart itself. When I took a step on the ground, the Guardian floor jumped, and Core Meum immediately knew I was there. Slowly they began to descend from the ceiling. Ah, there it is, Core Meum, where one is all. Hovering above me, there are cord of arteries and vein falls delicately past them like strands of hair. Silver Tongue. Are you ready for orientation? So, as I said in the beginning of the video, I already done this. It's just that it's lagging. I don't know if I can replicate my run back then, but I'll try to do it. So I'm going to try to pick the options that I already been picking. So, okay, let's continue. You don't need to ask. Otherwise, why would I be here? Fair point. Now, we here also want to make you do a little surface before we start orientation. We hope this is fine with you. Sure. I feel a quake underneath my feet. Please take a step back. I do so, and from where I was once standing, the floor caves into a hole, which then forms into a mouth-like shape. The floor adjusts something into the room. The yellow and white bile floats into the room free of gravity. As I was in awe, the hole starts closing itself up by pulling in the meaty floors that surrounds it, similar to quicksand. As it does so, the bile transforms into a smectic state where it crystallizes to form a piece of paper. We just want to know if you have any allergies, friends or family you care about. The allergy part, okay, why? Friends or family you care about, okay. Or salt on me? What? This question is already weird, but to make it even weirder, imagine that Hannibal Lecter is, have salt allergies and asking you this, Okay, let's continue. But also, this is about if you have joined any hive mind in the past, how long you have existed as a singleton, etc. Is there some kind of writing device I can use? Look up Silver Tongue. Above me I see a black artery descend from the ceiling. Squeeze it to get some ink out of it. Continue squeezing and pressing it as you write. After a few minutes I'm done filling out the survey. I kinda wonder what's in the survey though. Do you have salt in your bodies? Allergies? What will this be used for? We thank you very much for your cooperation. Now we are sure you have a lot of questions, which will be answered in due time. Oh, okay. Suspicious, eh? Okay. Well, you have the right to be suspicious. I mean, we are here to save your soul. However, we were very curious to learn more about you. How come? Oh. Annoyed. Why, of all the peoples we have recruited, you're the only one who started making demands. And the only one to make a reasonable demand at that. To see us. Sometimes amongst the multitude of faces, you Singleton fail to grasp our reality. Singleton being a collective word for those who are not in a hive mind, okay? And it is because you don't understand us that we have this gap in understanding. If only you could understand, which why everyone would want to be in the Vanakava. And in your individualistic world, you think in singleton ways. You cannot comprehend our multitude, our numbers, nor our omnipotent presence. No, you need to something. To center those ideas in a singular being, which in this case would be the vessel you see before you. Why? What an incredible intuition! Why? Is that they change it? We couldn't be happier that you seem so impressed. Yes. I don't know if my ears deceive me, but I feel as if they are repressing something, indeed. Regardless, we hope that you and us can come to an understanding somewhere. There must be some foundation for mutual trust. After all, why were you at the fun fair? So I was kinda forget where. I kinda forget which answer do I pick. Yeah, let's say we are interested. And I know the fun fair was centered on the Venakava event. You know we were there. The talking mouth. Remember? We are a collective mind, so whatever they saw, we saw too. And we recall you saying, wait, the Venakava? Meaning you didn't know it was an event hosted by us? Yikes, completely overlooked that. You. Everything that happened at the fun fair they saw. I can make up anything. Well, that doesn't exclude the possibility I was interested in the Venakava beforehand. We suppose. But we just want to understand why. How should we put it? Why would you insist on meeting with us if you have no intention on joining the Venakava? Our time and resources are precious. Oh, resources. What kind of resources? What exactly resources are you expanding by talking to me? Wow, haha, indeed. You have a lot of audacity to go ahead and asking us doltish question like that. Everything about the rapture needs to be measured precisely. Done with the utmost concentration. The rapture? Oh. Pulsating at two different speeds, it's like two things are struggling for control. It's why all of us bother living at all. See, they are struggling to control themselves. That's why the font is kinda different. But I don't know. It could be a mistype or intended. Seeking the rapture is one of wise decisions and a balance. Or we should not. Oh, see, they're fighting themselves. Why are we talking when we can show them for what it is? Oh no. The lights are out, and their face began to contort itself. It looked like blood stopped moving through its limbs and veins. Then, it awakes once again. Sincere apologies for what you just saw. Almost. I don't want to spoil, let's continue. A silence steps into the chamber, lingering over both of you and your interlocutor. Before we begin, we were wondering a few more things. Please, what is the most lacking thing in your life? What is the one thing you wish you could change? Because there will be no other reason why anyone will join us if they didn't want to leave something behind. You feel entitled to know this. You feel entitled to come to the core of the Venakava Cormeum and demand a meeting from us. So the least you could do is answer our questions. Our. And why should I do that? Why you should what? Answer your questions. Keep in mind that you're trying to recruit me into the Venakava. I should be the one interviewing you. There's no need for you to get. Oh no. Enough with your blabbling. Foolish singleton, always so individualistic and entitled. Maybe I shouldn't always press for more. No. Press, keep pressing. Some new limbs of Cormium began attaching themselves to the ceiling. We think it will be an appropriate time to give a tour of the Guardian. The Guardian is the name of the orb that we are currently inside. I start walking towards the exit, adjusting the fabric of my clothes on the way out. I notice that Cormium doesn't follow me. and remains attached to the chamber ceilings. Are you to come with me? We as Cormeum cannot move from this chamber, but we as the Venakava can give you a quick tour. The hovering mouths from before appear in front of me. Both the mouths and the bidding Cormeum speak in tandem. If you could follow us, please. Certainly. Instead of taking me out of this chamber, they move me to the opposite side of the room. Oh no. Tube, veins, and arteries fall down from the ceiling and start to take a life of their own. All of them are drawn to me as if we were magnets. Hold on, what is happening? What do you expect? Who said you were leaving this room for the tour? Please allow yourself to be connected to our network. No, no, of course they'll find any opportunity to connect me to the hive mind to convince you to their philosophies. Does this mean it's over before it even started? What exactly are you doing? We're going to show you projections from our collective mind. It's easier to just see visualizations rather than go through all the trouble of walking around. Yeah, as you can feel the tube stick at your skin pores, a thought crosses through your mind. Wait, yep. If they are showing projections from their mind, that means I can use inside, yes. But no, as much as I can see what's in their mind, I can also see what's in mine. So they will know that I can traverse their mind, and may suspect something. Or may a main form descend from the ceiling again. Time is running out. What should I do? We have the option to use inside, so why not? Let's go. And so you do. Besides, it's cool. Yeah, I kinda already know the answer, but okay, I suppose I have to read. Cormeum and Cormeum. Sorry, Cormeum, Core and Meum. Core assimilate with us, Meum assimilate with us. We are one. Core and Meum, that's the keyword. Don't you see? Nobody can discover that we are two minds, Core and Meum. Nobody. Make sure nobody knows that answer. Oh, someone knows now. Whoopsie. Two minds? What on earth? So that means... And finally there is our ritual side, which is... Oh no. Have you been listening to us at all? No. Who are you? Exactly what we said we are. We are the Cormeum. No, I ask, who are you? The both of you. The both. I'm sorry, I don't think we understand. Don't pull this game with me. You both know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, pray tell, if we could ever understand what you're talking about. How would you have been able to get such information? Trying to deflect the blame onto me? We'll see. Hooking me up to your brains, plural, was a good start. So you shouldn't be surprised that I could get that information. Did you turn off the mainframe connector? I'm certain we did. Oh no. Incompetent moron. Listen, I don't know what you saw. Since when did they start using singular pronouns? But you must have mistaken all the overload of sensory information from a crazy conspiracy. Are you intoxicated? Maybe under the influence of damaging substance? Because frankly, I would have no idea as how you could make such a connection. It's funny, isn't it? Because I never explicitly stated what I saw. Oh, you did, didn't you? Oh, sorry. Oh, you didn't, did you? But I know that you know what I saw. So I think that you know what I'm talking about. And if that's the case, then my surprise, my shock isn't so unfounded, is it? Really? So why don't you go ahead and say it? I'll gonna pick that I chose before in my previous run. You are a failure as a collective. Really? I argue we more successful than anything that came before. Who can say that they have the power of two parallel cores backing them up? No one. Not a single being in this entire universe. And none of my subjects hold this to be a burden in any way whatsoever. So I argue that what you're saying is unmistakably false. We aren't veilers. It's precisely because of this that we are able to strive. That the Venakava has been able to strive. But if you rather hear it from me in my words, yes, we are a hive mind. Yes, we are also two single-tone soul weaved together. Weaved? What do you mean by that? It means that we are fused into one mind and soul. Chromium isn't just core and meum together. It's a whole new being, a whole new person. And that person is blended waver of core and meum consciousness. Yes, we are core and meum where two is all. I noticed that their colors change, where now there is a distinct line between the two halves. One with a greater red hue and the other with a blue hue instead. Even though they are undeniably connected, they also look more fractured than before. This is Mayum speaking, and core. Where once there was a unity or a plethora of voices, now each half of chromium sounds distinct and clear. Almost like two separate single tones of voice. Satisfied? No. More and more, oh no, you can go back to being one. Thank you. And there they go, just as quickly as they separated, they fused back together. You see, kind of figure out their weaknesses. They both doesn't seem very resonating with each other. From the first impression I can say this. Core seems to be interested in something flashy, eye-catching or captivating, yes. You'll need to get their attention and appeal to their immediate emotion and instinct. Meum seems to be the one in charge of reason and logic. It will need to think I'm trustworthy in order for me to be in their favor. Maybe being too charismatic could make you come across, yes, as a sycophant. Don't tell us that we need you to entertain any longer. Don't tell us that we need to entertain you any longer. Now we think it's best to answer those burning questions you have, the ones you traveled all the way for. Here comes the questioning. Use the keywords, yes, I already know. Okay. Anything else left to ask? Sure. Okay, let's ask Rapture. What is so great about the Rapture that it is your only goal in mind? What an interesting question. I hardly think that it's that interesting. I argue it should be something that's given. Your whole pitch as to why you should join the Venakava is centered around Rapture. It shouldn't be surprising when someone asks what's so great about it, because you should be able to justify why Rapture is worth pursuing. Well, let me ask you this. What is the reason that we live life at all? Is it because the pleasures that we have? We are constantly in a search. Just as Chromium was talking, their face undergoes a vision of sorts. You can hear two single-tone screaming voices yelling at each other. Chromium itself began to melt and bleed from its mouth. Oh no, someone getting impatient. Too long, you talk of rapture. I shall grant you rapture. Let us bask in it together. Don't listen to them. Please get a hold of yourself. What? I always thought that these two would be in perfect harmony. Apparently not. You have to pick a side. Oh, their body's about to burst. It looks like I'm going to have to pick a side, or maybe help this. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't know if I could do that though. But choose either side, core or meme to convince. I'll aim for core. Yep, let's go inside their mind then. Oh yeah, the cool scene. Like that. Okay, so I already played this, so I kinda already know the answer, but I'm just gonna read. This is for the letters. So this is also for the letter. We just gonna use this first. So this is the first question. First letter T is the feeling of dread and the possibility of something frightening, while horror is the shock of seeing the frightening thing. So it starts with a T and related to horror. Pretty simple. Terror. Just like me. Nice. Then we'll just need to solve the puzzle for there, but we need to read this first. Hints for the final answer. The first is the first letter of the answer from the first is the first letter of the answer from before. The second, third, and fourth all are for you to discover, which we can quickly discover here. There is no I, that's the second letter, I, in team, but there is a me. The second, third, and fourth letters are in the two lines above. Yeah, that's pretty simple. So it starts with a T, then with an E, I, then with a me, which means it's time. Simple. I see in front of me that my insight must have caused a strain on Cormeum. They are panicking, out of breath, and confused as to what they are feeling. My power does come with its downsides. That being, they are able to notice a difference in fatigue pain levels. And as a collective, they will be more aware of this versus other singleton creatures. What happened? What just happened? Who cares? Make the pain go away, Mew. Me? It's your job. Don't worry, I can fix this. Oh, really? To me, I can see the clear problem as to what's happening. The pain. No. It's something a little bit deeper than that. I take a pause for effect, and then I dip my feet into their waist, swirling it around. I think that the two of you aren't working. What are you suggesting? How dare you? Can't you see? We are fine. We don't need your help. I'm not saying that you two are broken. On the contrary, I will actually consider your proposition of the Vena Cava. Simply put, one of you isn't living up to the standards that I had expected from a collective. Ha! You don't think I would see through your sophistry? Core, listen, this malformed migraine thing, it can divide us. But know this, Core, you are valued. You are the glue, yeah, blah blah blah. Don't listen to the insult that thing throws at you, see? I don't care, we just need the rapture. Oh, I certainly agree with that statement. Core is definitely a valid member of the Vena Cava, most certainly. They do most of the heavy lifting. They are the brute force of engaging with the rapture, and act as a dam holding in water altogether so that the rapture can be equally distributed. It must be the most tempting things in the world, having the rapture right in front of you, yet knowing you have to wait because of the Vena Cava and all the processing. Core is the heart that pumps this experience around the Vena Cava network. This is a mentally taxing task of ensuring that each rapture is better than the last. Constantly one-upping yourself, because if ever two raptures were the same, then pleasure will be the normal, the status quo, and people would get tired of it. What can be a more difficult, selfless act? It seems like Core hasn't heard such nice thing about them for a while. Constantly being merged with Mayum is one thing, but it's clear that Mayum views Core to be the one who's inferior. Mayum, on the other hand, I'm sorry, but we need to talk. What? Is this a jest? Some little game? You see, Core, look at that foul-mouthed sophistry once more. You seriously think that siding with Core would be better? Frankly put, no. Mayum, please, you should take criticism constructively. Core? Let us put this little monster out of its misery, Core? Let the silver tongue speak. Oh no. Clearly they have an insight into the situation that we don't have. You have the audacity to think a singleton knows more than us. In the present we are in Core Mayum, we resemble singletons ourselves. We need the rapture. Needing the rapture, yes. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Mayum, we all appreciate the job you do, but frankly we don't have the time on our hands. We live forever, you imbecile. There's no need to account for time. Oh, is it? Oh, hold on now, hold on. If I do recall correctly, I remember you saying, our time and resources are precious. You are costing us a lot of it. And now I think I know why. Because your lifespan is limited. What a lovable lie. Oh, really? This is an unfounded myth. There are millions of terrors alive that could rip apart the universe if they wished. AKA, finish you off. Also, if you don't have members of the Vedakaba, it will lessen your lifespan. That's why you've been so desperate to recruit. Actually, you've been so desperate that you are willing to engage in a conversation with me. Even though the both of us know very well I have no intention of joining. I walk around Cormium until I'm facing the side of Core. I get on my knees. Core, take it from me, single town outsider, that this relationship isn't working. Mayum's calculation, consumption of your energy only drains your resources and wastes your time. Why do you have to evaluate the pain that comes with the pleasure? Life is short even for you. And sometimes you have to take the fall to get the greatest rapture of all. Isn't it that tantalizing risk of possibly losing it all makes it when you succeed all the greater? Core, they're insane. Oh yes, we are. Core, you can have pleasure without pain, the two almost go hand in hand. Trying to filter through exception is just doing a disservice to you. There's a rapture right at your fingertips and you can't take it. Core. Oh. Oh no, I think I make a mistake. Core, I'm in back and they're no longer separated. Yeah, I think I can get under your skin. I think I made a mistake here because impressive indeed. Because this is the bad ending. Yes. Too late. Yep, we are dead. Damage their mind. No, you cannot. And there, we are dead. Yeah, we are becoming part of the Venakov. Oh no. So apparently I did something wrong. Oh my god. Well, I'm just gonna skip to our success then. Ah, nice sight. Voiden, what was your name again? It's the credit scene. It's a game over, but there's a credit scene. Nice. Oh, Arkichade, yeah. Oh, thank you to all my friends and family who supported me. Thank you for playing. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Indeed. But I haven't finished the game yet. And oh yeah, I also forgot to explain that this, I think I got this from the game over ending. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to the core Mayum defeated, okay? Because I already did that actually. Okay, I finally did it right, and I was right. We are supposed to focus on Charisma and Supreme to do this, but I shouldn't press core too much. That's my mistake. Why do you have to evaluate the pain? Yep, we already did this. Yep, core. Yep, we already did this. What different is almost? Oh, there we go. Yes, and you want it, right? Yes. Yep. So why can you get it? Why wait? Why be enslaved to your fear of pain? Yes. Yes. Oh no. Everything, it all makes sense. Hormium begins to levitate their body off the ground. No. This is all Core's doing. Their body gets entangled in the vines, arteries, and the valves. It gets to wrap up that it feels like they could choke themselves. Wait. They did choking themselves. Medium parts of the body begin pulsating more and more. Almost like they're about to explode. Above. Their eyes start bulging, their mouths are gauging, and they're screaming in pain. Oh, Hilly. You see in that moment Mayum explode from the strain that corporate and van. Her body is across the floor, and you're carrying blood on your face. Your feelings don't matter. What you put on, you give a smile. Your eyes aren't deceitful enough to hide your fear, but you give a smile. After all, Core is watching and you wouldn't want to upset them. Would you? Oh. So long, Mayum. Oh, Hilly. That felt... Now that was my kind of rapture. They start loving to have themselves again. Are they miserable? Just trying to cope with with what happened? Confused? Perhaps they feel liberated. Or perhaps it was the first time they felt anything at all. What a beautiful thing. After being dissolved within Cormium for so long, now they can just be Core. Core's eyes turn to you. Or one half of all. Thank you. You made me realize how much I was missing. How surprised I was under Mayum's influence. Now I can make all the decisions for the Venakava, and I plan to go into a new direction. As to regarding your assimilation, oh no, I didn't account for this. Don't care. It's ultimately your choice. Okay, nice. I don't care whether or not we assimilate the world or just one person. What matters is that I can finally feel. Oh. Although I personally think that the greatest reward I can give you is the Venakava, it's clear you don't want that. Oh ho ho! That doesn't mean I couldn't mind compensation. Huh. Core is listening. Okay. Have you heard of a siphon before? Yes, and to stop you right there, I know what you want. Okay. So, it's to gain our mental energy, we normally only permit such exchange for the Venakava. But as you have enlightened us, in a new age for the Venakava will make an exception. However, we have one condition to speak of. Name it. Never tell anyone as to what happened here today. I don't know if I'll keep my end of that bargain, but still, consider my lips sealed. Well, I hope you don't mind if I make finishing details on the deal. Consider it done. There you go. Using your power of insight, enter the mind of Core. You will leave your mark on their mind which can say anything you want. A signature, a keyword, or perhaps it's a word that is meaningful to you. Okay, let's input something. Rapture, not rapture, rapture. I'm gonna go with that. With my mark imprinted on Cormeum's mind, it acts like a signature, I already know that, meaning that I can save under mental energy. Congratulations! You've successfully won Cormeum's favor, or whatever is left of them. Here we can save your progress by overriding this save file. Yes, I like to save. Finally, your game has been saved. Chapter 3. Speak and it will listen. I think this is the final chapter after this one. Okay, so I think I have to end the video right there. Each chapter is very long, you could say, and interesting to play. So see you later then in the next part of The Monster Inside. Bye bye.